Here's what I want all of you to do. I want you to put this number down. And once you've put this number down, I want you to literally harass the living daylights out of these people. Just do it once. Now, I mean, I'm sure most of you aren't going to do it. But I've got about 14,000 subscribers. I mean, if even 1% of them, even less than 1% of them, were to take this number down and call it and say, you aren't getting anywhere near Arana Nation. You mess with Arana Nation, you mess with me, and you mess with me, it means war. Less than 1% of you do that, this guy will be scared out of his mind. And now I got a text from a number 289-678-0799. Somebody who is masquerading as an individual from Doug Ford's office, saying clownish things that my YouTube channel is going to be taken down. I've made bad comments against the current authority. I will post at least a snippet of the chat logs as the, or at least I'll try to. If not, if I can't do it, then I'll just read it to you right now so you'll have it. I've already put it on the Arana Nation Facebook page. I'm pretty sure it's not somebody from Doug Ford's office. I think it could be somebody who maybe might be associated with the office, because I will tell you, back when we were in good stances with the Ford people, his press secretary did have my number, because when I was at Ford Nation the one time in Markham, I had asked Doug personally, do you want to come on Arana Nation and do an interview, a fair interview, not some CBC, CTV, City News interview where they ask you gotcha questions and they try to make you look bad. I mean, this is when his popularity was in the toilet and he was being lied to. And, it looks like he gets what he deserves. I mean, he's a coward too. He didn't end up coming on. They didn't want to get back to me. They didn't want to come on. They're too much of a coward, but somebody from his organization who probably had my number, they have enough time to threaten us. And I don't say me, I say us. Because when this channel is threatened, you are threatened too. This is not an attack on me, it's an attack on all of you. And I'm telling you, these people, they want me dead and they want you dead too. So let me read the chat log. He says he's from Doug Ford's office. It could be a total prankster, but I don't give out my number to too many people. So I'm thinking it might be somebody who knows me within Ford's circle who is going rogue and making these threats. He said, and the number is 289-678-0799. The number is 289-678-0799. It says, hello, Michael Arana. This is the office of Premier Doug Ford. You're being contacted due to comments and actions made on a recent YouTube video that have been reported. So it could be someone who doesn't know English very well. I say, who is this? I said, the wrong brother. I said, this is what I'm telling them. In my video, I said the wrong brother died. I never wished any death upon anyone. Now let me make this clear. I don't wish death on people. Unless you're a pedophile. Then I wish death upon you. And if that's a jailable offense, please lock me up. Because I wish death on pedophiles. But I never wish. I said, really the wrong Ford died. And I said tongue-in-cheek, maybe God can trade us? I don't know. And people know that. But they're using this and trying to say that it was a threat. I don't threaten people. Okay? I don't threaten people just outright like that. I warn people, but I don't threaten people. I just do what I have to do. See, I don't threaten. Only idiots threaten. Me, I come up on you from behind, but I wouldn't threaten the Premier of Ontario on YouTube. I'm a pretty intelligent person, but I did hurt his feelings. And I did say some very mean things. Yes, I admit that 100%, and he deserves it because he's become arrogant. He's not for the people. He's acting like a liberal. He's with the liberals now. He's completely forgotten about us. And I'll tell you what he said about you guys, too. So I said, if you want to talk to me properly about what's going on in this province and Doug's actions as premier, then fine. But don't come to me with this fake joke mafia BS. He says, due to comments against current authority, said YouTube video will be removed, as well as possible censorship of YouTube channel. I mean, I don't believe even the premier has the authority to do that. Though, I'm telling you, these guys, these blue chip companies, they're all in cahoots. When they go to Bilderberg conferences, you notice these big company guys, corporate guys, politicians, they all meet in one room every year at so they're all together. So it could happen. He goes on to say, a meeting can be arranged at Queen's Park if there are any concerns with current protocols and restrictions. I said, don't you dare threaten my channel because I'm not afraid of you. Now that we have that out of the way, let me say right now my intention was not to threaten the premier in any way or wish any kind of harm. I simply said it would have been better if it was him that left the world instead of Rob, because Rob was a leader. Rob didn't care what the mainstream media had to say. Rob did what was right, and he didn't care what anyone thought. Doug Ford is a pussy. He is ballless. He is spineless. I've lost all respect for him. And that can't be, especially after this, that can't be repaired. It's over. I'm sorry. If Doug were to come out and say he was going to give everyone $1,000, I would take it, and I still wouldn't vote for him. I have just as much contempt for him as I do for Justin attacking Mac Daddy Trudeau, you know? But, I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's stretching it. But after this, I've lost all respect. All of it. It's gone. It can't be replaced. Doug Ford has lost my support forever. I said, I know that what I said was politically incorrect, but I don't retract one word of it. The fact of the matter is, Doug has been acting arrogant and nasty, and that is not what I voted for. He thinks that now that he's in government and he's the premier, he can do whatever he wants, and he can roll all over the people who put him where he is in the first place. I'd be more than happy to meet and discuss things in a civilized way, but if I could give you a small piece of advice, if you ruin my channel, it's not going to look good for the team. Your team, Doug's team. It doesn't hurt me. I've got a BitChute channel. I've got all sorts of backups. I'll even walk the streets and be like town crier with a bell. You're not hurting me. But what I said is almost all of my subscribers are or were Ford Nation voters. And destroying Arana Nation is only going to make you guys look petty and bad. So we can be civil or we can be petty and bad. He said, this is important, Patriots. I think that this is somebody within Doug's circle because I don't give my number to anybody except for very, very close friends. And I did give it to his press lady. I know I did when I wanted to get him on the air to have a fair interview to help him out. Too coward to come on. He probably thought we were too controversial. We weren't worth it. He'd rather get abused on CBC and CTV and Global and City News. That's his prerogative. So I don't think it's something that he has ordered to try and threaten me. I think it's someone in his inner circle. And this is what he said about you guys, us. Arana Nation subscribers are 1% of Ford Nation. You people are insignificant. Ford Nation will always be okay. Or Ford Nation will be okay. So people within Ford's inner circle think that you're insignificant. You're nothing. You're just there for a vote during election day. I actually admire. He's telling the truth. I've been saying this for years. You insignificant scoundrel yahoos. You're only there to be pestered by what's those people who always ask for money? The Ontario PC Party, member support or something like that. You're only there to be harassed when it's election time, begging for money and begging to volunteer and all that stuff. And when your people get in, they think you're insignificant now. They'd rather pander to the mainstream globalist media and the liberal establishment. They think we are insignificant. I do think this is someone within a circle. I don't think that Doug Ford said to do this. However, the Fords they do these things, you know. They've done this before. They've done this to their people. There have been stories of the Fords trying to intimidate people who get too, you know, feisty with them or too hard to handle. And it was admirable when it was people like the Toronto Star who were trying to hurt the Fords when they were doing patriotic things, or when they were trying to hurt Rob Ford. Rob Ford was a people's mayor, and they were trying to bring him down, the establishment, and they used his people to try and get to them. That was admirable. But for Doug, weak, spineless jellyfish Doug Ford, who's a snake, I don't have any respect for him or his people. For him to, first of all, not want to come on Arana Nation, he probably thinks we're too controversial, we're too loud, we're too whatever. Well, I'm sorry. I am loud. I am loud. I am feisty. I am politically incorrect. And I'll never stop being the way I am. And if you don't like it, you weak conservative leaders, you can go to hell. You won't win anything. The Taki and Maki will continue whooping you and whooping you and whooping you, and the country will just go to hell. And you know, I'm at the point where maybe we don't deserve this country because we don't know how to take care of it. But let me not get off topic. The Fords have been known to send people out winking and nod and, you know, threaten. That's not going to work with me. You don't want to threaten someone who is not afraid to die and who's not afraid of jail. I'm not afraid to die, patriots, especially now. The world is going in a very bad direction, and I'm at the point where maybe I really don't want to be around to see what is next. But that's the coward's way out. I'd rather stand and fight and die fighting than take the pussy's way out and give up. So don't be afraid of someone who's not afraid to die and who's not afraid of jail. I have been committed of crimes I never committed. I have been roughed up by the police. I have been beaten by police. I'm not afraid. That's old. I'm not afraid of that. I'm not afraid of that one bit. Not afraid of it. If you have a concern about something that I have said, I'm reasonable. You can talk to me in a civil way. We can go to a coffee shop, but you coming to me, threatening my channel, threatening us, calling my people insignificant, that's only going to make me even more aggressive towards you. So, as for this person who texted me or called me, you could be a prankster, or you could be somebody who is in Doug's inner circle. But I think you've hurt Doug even more by doing this. Because you've insulted me, but I don't care about me. You've insulted 14,000 people, mostly in Ontario, I might add. Most of the subscribers live in Ontario. You know that, right? Most of y'all are in Ontario. Most of y'all, the next one is probably Alberta, maybe some and then America, and a few in England and Europe and Australia and South Africa and Brazil. Most of y'all are in Ontario. I know a lot of y'all. A lot of you all who got me to where I am, I know a lot of you. We've met. Every time there's a big rally in Ontario, I see dozens of you guys, subscribed and unsubscribed. And somebody in Doug's inner circle thinks that you are insignificant. And if that's the case, if he's not worried about the 1%, and I think it's way more than 1%, but if he's not worried about us, then I think we should turn our backs on Doug Ford. I certainly have. Now, you can do what you want, but I will not be supporting him anymore. And I'll tell you something else. And again, the number is 289-678-0799. That's the number. I want all of you guys to call this person and you tell him, you ain't scaring us. You don't scare me. The commander-in-chief of Arana Nation is not scared. We aren't scared. And we will show you what 1% and insignificant voters can do. Let me tell you, I think if every one of my subscribers and all the people who watch what I say, if all of you, not other people, but all of just you, were to turn your back on Doug, the best he could hope for is a minority. The best he could hope for is a minority. And you know, to be honest with you, he thinks that all these people who praise him, who say, I didn't vote for him in 2018, I used to hate Doug, but now I like him, those people aren't going to vote for you. When the Liberals get some young-looking person, or the NDP, they get some guy who's prominent, they'll turn their back on, please. You think Andrew Horvath, you think Justin Atake, McDade Trudeau, you think Wynne and all those, you think they're going to let their people vote for Ford? They'd rather have them vote for the devil than vote for Ford. They will not allow those people to vote for Ford. So Ford is not going to get those votes. If he loses us, then all he can hope for are people who just want to cling on, hold on to something. I really don't think that a lot of red Tories like him either. Because when the election comes, the Liberals, they'll rehash all the Ford stuff. John Tory, all of those guys, they're going to rehash all of that. And so he won't really get a lot of them either. So I think this was a stupid move. Whoever this was. I'm not afraid of you. And you know what I'm going to do? Let's give this number a call. On air right now. Let's give him a call right now. Let me call this number here.
To make this call, you either do not...
Okay, let me get some, I have to, because I have Kudo, okay? I have to get some more minutes. So I want to make this call. Who wants me to make this call? Let's make this call. Let's do it. I'm not afraid of these people. Not afraid of these people. You must be out of your mind. I have been threatened by people. I have been threatened by radical Islamists. I have been threatened by Zionists. I have been threatened by some badass. You think this cowardly premier is gonna scare me? The only thing that scares me is God. You can do whatever you want. Let's call this number. Let me just get some minutes here. Just sit tight, guys. Just sit tight, okay? I'm gonna call this number. You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? No, I'm not that. No. I'll call this number. Okay. Add my order. I'm just getting some minutes here. I'm gonna call this number. Let's get these minutes. This thing takes so long. The Wi-Fi. Oh no, it's actually good. Okay, never mind. Oh, I see what's happened. Okay. Give me one moment, guys. Don't worry. We're gonna call the number, and we'll have a little chat here. A little chat. Nothing bad. Nothing whatever. We're just gonna have a little chat. Because you don't just threaten Arana Nation like that. That doesn't work that way. You can always tell me, and I encourage all of you guys. If there's something you don't like, tell me in a polite way. But to threaten my channel, you aren't gonna get away with that. No, sir. Well, who told you that Arana Nation's just gonna? You think I'm just gonna? Oh, dogs! People call me. I better run now. No. Nope. No. And some of you trolls already should know this by now. All right, let's try now. Okay, so the number is 289 678 0799. The heck? What is this? Oh, it's a Hamilton. Okay, it's the caller ID says Hamilton. Oh, I think I know what to do.
To make this call, you ordered.
Wait, I'm gonna turn the phone off so that it can reset because I just bought the minutes, and then I'm going to turn it back on. I have never, man. These videos are so fun. Oh, if y'all are just joining, because I know I'm going to premiere this video, I'm making the call to the number that tried to threaten us. It was us that they're threatening. They're threatening us. No, don't threaten us. Don't threaten us. Normally I wouldn't do things like this, but hey, it's fair game, you know? You sent me all these nasty texts. No. So let me try this again. This should work now. Come on.
To make this call.
Wait. Why can't I make the call? I'll call them one way or another. If I have to use my home phone, I'll do that. But I will call them. Maybe I have to put in 1. So whatever number this is, it's obviously a coward. I don't know why I'm not able to go through. If it doesn't work, this time I'm going to use my home number.
To make this call.
All right, I'll be right back.
Now subscriber you are trying to reach is not available. Please leave your message after the tone.
Hi, this is Michael Arana, the Commander-in-Chief of Arana Nation, and I'm only calling because I got your text, and you said you were going to shut me down, and you accused me of making threats or something like that. Yeah, I just wanted to call, you know, we were going to chat or something like that. But I will tell you one thing. You don't scare me. You don't scare my subscribers. And you're not going to threaten me. And I just want you to know that I'm making a video right now. Your number is going to be the title of this video. And I'm going to encourage my subscribers to call this number because you don't text me and make threats to my number. You're not going to do that. Now, if you want that video taken down, you'll call me back and you'll issue an apology. And we can just put all of this under the rug. Otherwise, the video stays up. I noticed that you didn't take down the other video, though. Even though you said that YouTube was going to take it down or something. So it looks like you're just full of shit. So you text me again. I'll put your number on bathroom walls, on walls on some of the most worst. Hello? 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 Call one more time. And then we'll stop. So just Just give me one more time.
The text now subscriber you are trying to reach is not available. Please leave your message after the tone.
Sorry, I think the voice message thing ran out. It's Michael Arana again. So where was it? Yeah, so what I was saying is, yeah, if you call me again or if you text me again, I'll write your number on bathroom stalls and on alley streets. I mean, all in Toronto, on GTA, Scarborough, Etobicoke. So yeah, don't call me again. Your number's on YouTube. If you want to apologize, I will take this video down. But don't call me back again. And don't issue threats against me or my channel again, because we're not afraid of you. You're a pussy and you're blowing smoke up your ass. My video's still up there. You're not with Doug Ford. You probably are, but you're just going rogue. Or you could be a prankster. Not afraid of your sorry ass. So, yeah, don't call me again. You understand me? And this is the Arana Nation.